of the Zoning Board of Appeals for the Town of Manlius. And it's June 18th, 2020. It's 6:30, and I'm going to call the meeting to order. I want to introduce the members to the board. First is Jim Campbell. Hi, Jim. Tim Kelly. Hi, Tim. Claire Miller. And Judy Salvo. Hi. We also have some town officials, Debbie Winsel, Randy Capelati, sorry, missed that one. Jamie is not here, and Allison Weber, our town clerk. Randy is the code enforcement officer. First thing we're going to do is stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag, United States of America,
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God,
indivisible,
liberty and justice
for all.
Thank you. Next item is everybody get the copy of the minutes of the May 21st meeting.
Yes.
Okay, is there any corrections, changes? Everything looks okay? Very good. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
I make a motion to accept.
Go ahead.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Jim seconds. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And minutes accepted as written. Thank you very much. Tonight we have two appeals to hear.
Waive the reading of the legal notice first.
Yes, yeah. All right, we can, all right, we can, anyway, we got two appeals to hear, to grant and deny, or deny the variance. The legal notices have been published, to notify the general public. And now a motion to waive the reading of these notices.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we'll say Jim Campbell made the motion. Tim Kelly seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. So we'll waive the reading of the notices. Okay, the first thing on the agenda, Brandon, is he here? Yes. Pronounce your last name, please.
Thibodeau?
Sir, your last name?
Thibodeau?
Thibodeau. Thank you. Thank you. Let me ask for a motion to open the first thing on the agenda here. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion, KP.
Thank you, Tim. The second?
I
I'll
second it.
Okay, Judy, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we now have a motion to open the public hearing for the first thing on the agenda. Sir, why don't you tell us what you'd like to do and why you need a variance?
So I'd like to build a pole barn. Looking to get a variance to get it so it fits in the driveway, so I don't have to redo the driveway.
Okay, and the variance would be for the sideline setback, is that right?
Yes, sir. Trying to get closer than the 20 feet setback.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you the 5 criteria questions. Okay. First question, whether this, can you do this, is there any other way of putting this barn together without asking for this variance?
Not to fit the driveway, no.
So that's why you need the, okay. Second question, will this variance cause an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood?
I don't believe so. It's going to be sided to match the house, have the same windows, so it should fit the property well, and haven't seemed to have any opposition from the neighbors I spoke to.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much. You think this request is substantial?
I don't feel it's a very large request, no, but it
Okay.
will be
Are you still with us?
substantial to making everything fit the property, I think.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question 4, whether the request will have any physical or environmental effects on your neighborhood?
I do not believe so, no.
Okay. Was this variance self-created, the need for this variance?
I don't feel it was.
Well, yeah, there's no right or wrong answer for these. Basically, you're asking for the variance to build a barn and so on. So we'll go from there. Is there any questions here from the board members?
Yeah, Mr. Thibodeau, what's the barn going to look like? Is it going to match the house?
Yeah, it's going to have the same color siding, same finish. It's metal, a charcoal metal roof, and the same windows on the roadside match.
Yeah, we're getting a funny, like a vibrating sound. Everybody hear that?
AP, that could just be a poor connection. Sometimes you just kind of have to wait for it to catch up. It doesn't mean anything's going wrong. It'll just take him a minute. It'll sound like he's talking really slow, and then it'll come out normal.
So we're okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Any other questions from our board members?
I have one more question. Is it going to be just for personal use? You're not going to do anything commercial out of the pole barn?
Correct. Just personal use. No commercial, anything out of there.
Thank you.
When I was over there, I met this gentleman, and for the record, he stated that the garage door will be facing the existing driveway, not towards the street. So basically the 32-foot section of garage will be windows only, and look more like the house than a pole barn. Did you notify your neighbors? Any complaints or anything from the neighbors?
No complaints. I was able to get a hold of all the neighbors with the piece of paper I passed out with the drawing of the house and everything with all the setbacks on it. And I talked directly to 2 of the neighbors that I could get in touch with physically.
Okay. Did we need a height variance on this item also?
I was
Yeah.
just going to ask that, Mr. Chairman. I thought it was a foot.
Yeah, 1 foot.
Well, so that is part of this variance. So we've got 2 variances.
Right.
Very good. We need 1 foot in variance for the elevation, and then a 9-foot variance for the sideline setbacks then.
Right.
Right, very good, very good. Any more questions from the board members? No? Okay. do we have any audience that might want to ask a question? No more questions, okay. Let's have a motion to close the public hearing on this matter.
Make that motion.
Thank you, Tim. Second?
I second it.
Thank you, Judy. All in favor?
Aye.
So we close the public hearing. Thank you. Now we'll have our discussion among the board members. And we can start, I guess, with the 5 questions that he just answered. Does anybody think that there's a better way of doing this than what he's showing?
No.
No?
No.
Everything okay there? Okay. You think this is going to make a change in the character of the neighborhood?
There's other instructions on that road. It's about the same, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
I agree, Jim.
Yeah, his house is set so far back that it's good. So I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's see, number 3. You think this request of variance is substantial? Board members? No.
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 Thank you. You think this will have any adverse effect, physical or environmental conditions on the neighborhood?
No.
No.
That I can see.
We're all set there? Okay. Number 5, whether it is self-created. You know, the man wants a barn, so no big deal one way or the other, right?
Right.
Agreed.
Okay. All right, any questions, anything else you'd want to comment on? As far as the board members go? The man said he's going to have it sided and roofed to match the house. It'll look like almost part of the house. And so on. Any other comments? No?
No.
Okay, all right, then we have to go to the determination factor here. And the benefit to the applicant does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood. We agree to that?
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
We're okay with that one. Okay, very good. So then we say that the ZBA further finds that the variance of 9 feet. Let me get that sheet up here. We need a variance of 9 feet for the sideline, and we need a height variance of 1 foot. This should be granted in order to preserve and protect the character of the neighborhood and the health, safety, and welfare of the community. Everybody agree to that?
Yes.
Yes.
Does that sound right? Okay. Is there any conditions we should add to this variance? No?
Do we have a completion date when you expect to have it done? Or?
Oh, we should have asked that. Yeah, good question. Sir?
Hopefully within a month.
Oh,
Materials right now are just a little bit of an issue. Everything's pushed out due to COVID.
yeah, yeah. But this won't drag on very long then?
No.
No, very good. All right. So I'd say no conditions. We assume, or maybe we shouldn't, but let's say the testimony given this evening on this matter goes with the variance as far as matching the house and so on and so forth. Okay, so there wouldn't be any conditions that we need to add. We also, I guess we're in agreement that there's no significant impact on the environment. Therefore, I'm propose a type 2 action on Secor, and no further review is needed there. Would somebody like to make a motion based on our discussions. Anybody want to make a motion to grant or deny this area variance for this gentleman?
I'll give it a try.
Thanks, Jim.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the zoning board grant an area variance to Edward Thibodeau of 8205 Kirkville Road, Kirkville, New York. The variance will be granted for the specific purpose of permitting the construction of a pole barn. The area variance will be 9 feet to bring the side area to 20 feet, and a height variance of 1 foot to bring it to the 17-foot height requirement.
Very good, thank you. Do I have a second for that?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tim. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye. Any opposed? Very good, thank you. So, sir, you've been approved for your variance, 2 of them. The height variance of 1 foot and then the sideline for 9 feet. And I think what we're doing now with this Zoom is that Debbie will be sending, is that right, Debbie?
I'll give the approval to the planning and development, and they will mail your permit out to you. If you have any questions about it, you can just call the office.
There you go. Very good. Okay, any questions, sir?
Can I pick it up? When can I start building is the question.
You can start building when you get the permit. Our office isn't open for public right now. You could call tomorrow and see if you could arrange something with Lisa
Okay.
to pick it up. But you would have to call ahead and be met at the door.
Oh,
Okay?
okay. Okay. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank
And we all set on that issue? Okay? Thank you, Brendan.
you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Buck.
Good luck with that.
Welcome.
Good evening. Okay, where am I? Okay. We'll go to the second item on the agenda. This gentleman, I don't believe he's not with us. He said he had to go to work and couldn't meet with us. But the second one on the agenda is at 122 Turning Leaf Drive in Manlius. Man wants to build a shed, a 10 by 12 shed. It's going to be in the rear of the property. We've got a rear setback of 25 feet, and he wants to put it right there, which needs a 20-foot, 5 foot from the rear line, so he would need a 20-foot variance for this shed. Now, he's not here, so we can't ask him the 5 questions.
He
But,
sent that in writing.
beg your pardon?
They answered those questions in writing.
In writing, but he's not here to answer them on
No.
the Zoom. Okay.
No.
So let's open a motion to open the public hearing on this item.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Jim. Second?
I'll second it.
There's Tim. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay. So any opposed? No. Okay. So we're opening the motion. The public hearing is now open. We might as well skip right to the. I just gave you a description. We don't have any. Okay. Anybody from the audience have any questions? No. Then we need a motion to close the public hearing.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
And a second, please.
I'll second.
Judy, okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, we close the public hearing on this second item, and so we'll have a little discussion among ourselves. Again, we'll start with the 5 questions. You think it's feasible for this man to have done this some other way? And he could have moved it forward, he could have, you know, but I was there, I saw it. Actually, the barn was delivered the day I showed up for the inspection. It's a good-looking shed. It's in the back of the lot. He says he's going to paint it the color of the house and so on, and it's in among some trees. I can't imagine it being offensive to the neighbors, but it is only 5 feet off the back lot line.
It's in the center of the property too, where he made sure that there was enough distance away from his neighbor's house
That's
on both
true.
sides.
Yep, good point. Let's see. You think this is going to change the character of the neighborhood? Anybody?
No, I think they're all gonna have sheds pretty soon.
Yeah. You think this request is substantial? No, I think
No,
it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it makes the most sense where he wants it, as far as getting the use out of his yard and stuff.
That's true. That's
I
true.
agree.
Yeah. You think it'll have any impact on the physical or environmental conditions of the neighborhood?
No.
No.
No, I think we're okay there too. Whether it's self-created, I'd probably yes, you know. He wants a shed, wants it in the back, so that's fine. So then we'll ask the question to, the big question would be whether the benefit to the applicant does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community. I think that's what we're saying. Is it?
Yes.
Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So ZBA further finds a variance of, what's he need? 5? My notes here.
He needs 20, right? So he needs,
He needs 20 feet, right? Oh, variance of 20 feet. Thank you. Yep. So the ZBA finds that a variance for 20 feet is the minimum variance granted for this request. Is there any conditions we need to put on this variance? Any problems there? Hi, Jamie. Yeah, I don't see any problems with it. Yeah, I don't think we need to put any conditions on it. And so, seeing that there's agreement, I see no impact on the environment. I propose a type 2 action for Secor. And no further review is required. Based on our discussions, would somebody like to make a motion to grant or deny the area variance for this applicant? Somebody like to make a motion? Board members? Hi, Judy. You're muted.
I make a motion to grant the variance.
Okay. So the whole thing would be,
Oh, I didn't read, I'm sorry, I can't pull that up, hold on. Go ahead, if somebody else wants to do it, go ahead. I just lost it.
anybody else have it? Okay. No? All right, well, the variance would be the construction of a shed, a 10 by 12 shed, 5 foot from the rear lot line, modifying the rear line, the rear lot line.
KP, I can read it if you want me to.
Okay, Jim, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the zoning board grant area variance to Edward and Annette Dygart of 122 Turning Leaf for the specific purpose of permitting the construction of a storage shed. We will grant a rear yard variance of 20 feet to add to the 5 feet he has to bring it to the 25 required distance.
Very good. Do we have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tim. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Not opposed. Okay, so the variance has been granted. And, well, he's not here to explain all that, but I guess you'll send him his permit. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Okay, very good. So the applicant's been granted their request. Any other business that we need to discuss before the board? Any other business?
Debbie, do we know if there's anything for next month yet?
There looks like there's going to be one so far.
Okay.
Okay, very good. All right, so we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Tim. The second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Judy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Just in time.
This concludes the, thank you, Randy. This concludes the ZBA meeting for June 18th, 2020. Thank you, Allison.
Very good.
Good night, everyone.